Hello!
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much for having me.
Listen, your face is perfectly lit. What is the secret to this? Because I switched on the lights and then whenever I come closer to the lights, the
Your
background
light
goes.
needs to come in from that from your side.
So this is better.
Yes. Always face the light. This is so much better. Your face is so much brighter now.
I know na.
Let me
And then
start off this video by giving everyone like the best tip for selfies. When you're taking a selfie, guys, phone near the window and face the window. Face the light.
face the light. Face the light. But honestly, let me formally do the starting, okay? Because the starting of the show has to be a little formal. Today we have India's finest luxury fashion blogger, uh, who is meeting India's finest, who's meeting India's finest role model, especially when it comes to modeling clothes from Fashion Street. Uh, it is a pleasure and privilege to welcome somebody as dynamic as you. You've actually blogged your way right to the top, and you've done some phenomenal stuff. I'm so thrilled and so enthused to welcome Masoom Minawala Mehta.
Yes.
So you're a Sindhi and a Gujarati.
No, I'm a Gujarati and a Gujarati.
You're a double Gujarati. Oh my goodness!
I'm
Listen,
a
this is a
double
proper.
Gujarati.
So it's a Gujarati and a Gujarati wedding.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was a
So it's an
pure
overdose of
vegetarian.
dhoklas and theplas.
So it was a pure vegetarian affair. No alcohol, no
Pure
non-vegetarian
vegetarian.
food. So
Yes.
is it doklas every morning?
I had dhoklas yesterday, so I can't complain. This morning I had khakra. Tomorrow I might just have thepla. It's just the Guju lifestyle.
So you're the proper Gujarati who's living it up. Now listen, I'm feeling very bad, because you are the only guest who's got like the perfect lights. So I but okay now, but tell me, how's your time in the pandemic? What's been up? How do you spend your time in the pandemic?
Honestly, work has just gotten busier from a content creating perspective because a lot of my community is spending so much more time online. So they just want more content from me. So I'm just busy shooting, shooting, shooting. My husband is at home. So he's
No,
become my
no, no, no.
official photographer.
That was very dangerous. You said, I'm shooting, shooting, shooting my husband, and then you paused. Is at home.
No, no, no. Good one. But I mean, my husband's at home. So he's become my
Huh.
official photographer. He's become my official TikTok partner. But it's been really fun. Spending lots of time at home. I feel like I travel so much for work that I'm just happy to just chill in one place. Um, just
So
live a
it's
more
it's
relaxed
ama-
lifestyle
so it's amazing sitting at home and chilling and Netflixing and spending time with the husband.
and working.
But for you, work must not have changed at all, right? Like work would be yet the same.
Um, Not really because a lot of collaborations are definitely on hold right now because products are not possible to reach consumers. So definitely a lot of campaigns are on hold. A lot of campaigns have been postponed. But from a content creating perspective, there's a massive increase in online activity. So I also need to be able to churn out that much content with the lack of a production team. So I don't have my photographers, don't have my videographers. Luckily, have my editor, so that's in place. But everything is kind of self-shot. So yeah.
And no, you have your husband also, no? So listen, between the light and between sitting on the window, I'd prefer sitting on the window. Yeah. So now, and I think as it becomes darker, this becomes better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, you need to have all these intelligent answers to these questions because you're like the style icon. You're like the style fiesta. So tell me, how did you come up with the name Style Fiesta?
My mom came up with it. Very random, had literally no connection, but I've always loved color and I've always loved that drama and fashion. And I feel like Fiesta fits that very well.
Super. Did you tell me one thing? Did you study at HR college?
Yes, I did. Did you?
Yeah.
No way. I did
Hey,
my FY, SY, and my BCom from HR.
I did my I did all 5 years from the same college, but you would find me more in the canteen, less in the classroom.
Same. Eating the dosa and strawberry juice and a
and
Chinese.
and Raju's Chinese.
Raju's Chinese. Who all here are from HR?
All these people from HR college. Listen, it's just the two of us. But this is super. So where are you right now? Are you in Bombay? Are you in London? Which part of the world are you in?
I'm actually in Antwerp, which is in Belgium, in Europe.
Listen, I just look stupid. I know where Antwerp is.
This is where, no, it's just for everyone, just a heads up. This is where I actually live with my husband. But I pretty much live between Antwerp and Bombay. Do go to London and Paris very often for work because they are mostly the fashion capitals around Antwerp and within Europe. So yeah.
No, we found an HRite who says Indu rocks.
Indu rocks. Also, IIMUN is the best. Antwerp rocks, nice. Someone says I own HR.
So there is no. So one thing with you is this, that there is never going to be shortage of chocolates in Antwerp, yeah, and no shortage of diamonds. No shortage of chocolates.
Are incredible. No shortage of diamonds for sure. My husband works in diamonds, so no shortage there. But the chocolates are incredible. Like I'm not even kidding. I've had like half a bar today after lunch.
You can afford to have half a bar. For normal people, when they have half a bar, then they start counting calories.
Yeah, I mean, even I'm counting, but it's okay.
Like I said, but okay, so now tell me, what is the one positive for you during quarantine? What's the one upside to quarantine?
I think there's a lot of people spending more time online, which is more people watching my content, which gives me a lot of advantage to build a stronger community. And I think that has been the best part of quarantine.
Like, say, for example, how you today asked a question saying, how do I wear my lehenga? And I was thinking, this is something that I want to answer, but I don't know whether I should be answering it.
Yeah. I would love to hear your answer though.
Listen, I wear clothes which are like this, which is a combination of West Side and Fashion Street. So if you see my my dressing sense, it's track pants and a t-shirt, 24/7/365.
That's amazing. I wish, no, actually, I don't wish I could have that.
You can't say all these things. Even if you could wish, you can't say it.
That's true. But see, I'm in literally like a sweatshirt right now.
No, but you tell me, you're living with your husband, and the second part of what we do is called Tum Bhi Karo Na, okay?
Yeah.
So, do you make him do all the cooking?
I think we're pretty, I think we divide and conquer. We both kind of work with our strengths and take care of that section of the house.
And is it your favorite household chore? If you had to select one, which one would that be?
I think, I have a newfound love for cleaning the dishes. I find it extremely therapeutic. I have no idea why, and I used to hate it before, and now I just don't mind it at all. So I think that's for sure.
If I had a private jet, and if I had a private landing strip, I have a lot of uncleaned dishes in at home.
And if you had a private jet and a private landing strip, I don't think you'd need me for it.
My mom keeps shouting all the time, saying, "Chokro kai nathi karto, ward par nathi kapto. He's useless."
I know. All moms, all moms. No matter what you do, they'll always say the same thing, and they'll say it in Gujarati.
The exact ditto same thing, and she's always like, I tried cooking, okay? So I went and I tried cooking, and then now I wanted to make sushi, okay? So I tried being the exotic, I want to have sushi today. Now sushi is what? It's rice. So I thought it's so simple. We make rice and rice simple. So I started making the sushi. Eventually, as it turned out, the only people who ate that sushi in my house,
your pets.
Listen, you're not even giving me a chance to roast myself. But you roasted me better.
Sorry, go for it.
No, but you roasted me better than what I was going to say. But I don't have pets. I wish I had pets. But one of the other things with Gujarati households is this, that pets are almost a no-no.
I know. Crazy.
But you have a pet in
No, I don't. I don't.
So you
I'm
have a
not
twin
even in Bombay.
Not even in Bombay.
No.
And tell me, sitting at home, what can young people do? Of course, they can answer your questions, and all of you should be following the wonderful work that you're doing. But apart from that, what else can they sit and do? What can one sit and do at home?
Honestly, this is the best time to learn a new skill.
Okay.
And just, I'd say two things actually, right? Learn a new skill for sure. And second thing is do something that is not benefiting your professional life. Like, do one thing that is kind of for yourself that will in some way add to your personal growth, or just do something you love. Yeah, like whatever it is. Like, I've gone back to classical dancing. I really enjoy it. And you know that 1 hour that I have virtually with my teacher, it's just it's heaven. And I feel like I don't have the time. I don't have the time to set up that call, manage time difference between India and Europe, and just make it happen in normal lifestyle. In this phase of life, we cannot complain. We have to make stuff happen. So those are the two things that I would say young people do at home. Do one thing you love for yourself, whatever that may be, and learn a skill. Yeah, the amount of resources that are there right now to learn a skill, do an incredible course, do something new is just, we won't have these resources in a normal lifestyle. I mean, Harvard is offering free courses, Cornell is offering free courses. Whatever it is that interests you, just take something up.
So whatever makes you feel like you're in heaven, take it up.
The heaven is a little bit pushing it, but yeah. Anything that kind of, satisfies your soul.
Understood. Satisfying your soul is not pushing it, but taking it to heaven is pushing it. Okay. No. But what I'm saying is, in terms of dance, you said, right? You said that you've been learning dance at home. Is it?
Yeah.
So now there is a lot of requests coming in saying, "Can you please dance?"
I can't see these replies. We're sharing the same screen, right?
They're just coming. All those people who want, there we have it. All those people who want to dance.
Show us.
But tell me, so that one new skill that everyone can sit and learn. So you can log on to Cornell and all these fancy universities and try to understand what they're saying. Most of the times, whenever I log on to this website, it says minimum IQ required, and then I can't proceed.
No. So there's actually this course, which is one of the courses is based on happiness. And one of my friends did it, and I plan to do it, and it sounds amazing, sounds incredible. So definitely no IQ required for that. I mean, I'm HR college, right? So we're pretty similar on that front.
Or students who graduated from HR College of Commerce and Economics have an IQ equal to Albert Einstein. So there's nothing that we have to be worried about. but okay, tell me, in Tumbi Corona, do you actually spend time just like us, sitting at home, doing nothing, Netflixing and chilling? Does that happen?
Honestly, I did that. My first 10 days were blissful. They were just about this. Honestly, blissful but very stressful, because at that point, everyone was really stressing about Corona. So was I, so was my family. So that was happening, and then a lot of chilling was happening, a lot of Netflix, and just, oh, what should we do? I'm bored. Let's paint, let's dance, let's do this, that. And I feel like now I've kind of found that routine where I'm back to work, shooting a lot. So I'm just like, when can I finish shooting this so I can just go and play a game of Ludo with my friends? That's my current state of mind.
So in the beginning, it was blissful and stressful both.
Yeah.
So you've started using oxymorons in everything. To describe everything, you use an oxymoron. But tell me, so you've spent majority of your quarantine learning new skills, making your content, and doing some incredible stuff with the content that you're doing. Any new piece of content that you're coming out with, which is like a top secret, which you can reveal, and all your super fans would be excited to know about?
Yes. I'm actually dropping a video, which is 5 ways. You should watch this actually as well. It'll be very helpful because it's something that you wear every single day. So it's 5 ways to style your track pants and lounge pants.
What are you saying? Listen, I will promote this video. I will promote this video.
Now you have to, because I'm
all across
holding
the
you with it.
You will see 10 statuses and you will see 10 uploads of pictures.
Okay,
Promise.
fantastic. And then I want to see you style this, okay? I want to see you style your favorite track pants in 5 ways. And send me a picture and I'll upload it.
But I have only one pair of track pants.
Yeah. So this video is about styling your one track pant in 5 different ways, so you don't need more.
Okay. Okay, then done. Then I will send you the pictures and then you're uploading it, okay? Done. Super. So this is something that I'm definitely doing, guys. All those people who wear track pants and t-shirts, basically nobody but me. This is something that you should be doing as well. But tell me a little more about how you're saying. So listen, if you don't cut me, no, I will just go on talking and then we will finish the time.
Go ahead.
I take a lot of inspiration from this guy called Cyrus Brocha. Do you know Cyrus Brocha?
Yeah.
I love him. He's just so good. But because I've taken the literal part of him cutting everyone and not adding the humor part of it, so I just keep cutting everyone and it's not even funny.
No, don't worry. You're great. And I can see you have so many fans here on this live.
Thank you.
Everyone is really just by the way, now you have to send me those photos because everyone is so damn excited to see you style your track pants in 5 different ways. You've gotten so many messages.
Yeah, are we on the same screen?
Yeah.
You know, these people are paid to write all of these comments. So every time somebody comes, that time they make me feel good saying that.
Oh, how lovely. Can you connect me to them so I can also ask them to comment on my content?
But tell me, your journey has been really inspirational. And if I may, this is slightly deviating from the subject coronavirus and quarantine. But I really want to know, we all know how you started and all of that jazz. But the only thing is that at that juncture, blogging was not big in India. Blogging was just picking up. So one challenge that you faced and how did you overcome it? Which you've not narrated before, because I've read all your interviews, your blogs, etc. But something that's a challenge which you faced, which you've overcome, which you've not spoken about.
Good question. So I think a major challenge was monetizing the blog and actually making enough money for it to be a sustainable career. I was not able to do that because I was definitely one of the first movers. I had the first mover advantage, which was great to build a following. But the industry, like the commercial industry, was not ready for bloggers to be a part of their marketing budget. And that part was very tricky, right? Because when you're at that age, your early 20s, making that money is very important, especially like people like us, go to HR, Bombay people, like we're hustlers, like we're just out and out hustlers. So we understand that, if you want to watch a movie, like it's just we just have, I remember when we were in college, there used to be, Red Bull used to have all these different campaigns. We'll get paid 5,000 for a month and you can do this and that. And that's just the kind of circles that we moved in, where we knew that bringing that income in was important. I love blogging. I built the community. I got the comments. I got the views. But how was I going to get the money in? That was literally the biggest problem.
I'm facing. That's the same problem I'm facing. Oh! Do I have to change from track pants and a t-shirt to wearing something more stylish?
No, so that's when I kind of... so I'm not sure whether I made the right move. So I'll tell you guys what I did. I don't know whether... Till date, I don't know whether that was the right move or the wrong move. So what I did is, I said, you know what, I was actually talking to my family and my dad and all, and I was like, listen, like I need to make money off this. I've got a community, but I don't know, brands are not paying me right now to post and create content, and definitely not, even if they're paying, their pay was not aligned with my sort of monetary goals that I had. So...
And you were
like, you want me to answer honestly and seriously, right?
Honestly and seriously, Baba, seriously, I'm not even joking. Like,
okay, fine. Okay, so basically I started an e-commerce website where I was selling, the idea was to sell accessible fashion. So this was at a point where Zara didn't exist in India. Forever 21 was not in India. Amazon was not in India. So this was really like, take it back 10 years ago, very, very nascent stage of e-commerce in the country. And that's what I wanted to start it, because I knew my community was not restricted to Bombay. I was talking to people in Surat, in Jharkhand, in Orissa, in different places. And I was like, I need something that's not, I don't want something that's offline or retail. I want to launch something from my blog using my blog community where I just convert my blog readers into possible customers. So I launched my e-commerce label. Now the reason I did this is because I didn't believe that blogging would actually eventually give me the kind of monetary takeout that I was looking for. And the journey with my e-commerce label was amazing. I learned so much. Um, I worked on it full time actually for 3 years, and I started blogging part time. And my e-commerce label still exists, but it's pretty much in auto mode. We basically do B2B now, and I spend very little time on it because 3 years later, I actually moved back to full-time blogging because I realized my love and passion lied in it. I started getting a lot more collaborations, and the one thing that really helped me was that I never left blogging. I was consistent with it throughout, and I think that was a massive problem. And I think I think I overcame it by not sort of. I feel like when you're faced with a problem, don't do nothing about it. Like, do something about it. Like, face that problem. Like, make that move, whatever it is. Like, act on it. And I feel like, whether that decision that you make is wrong or right, you'll definitely learn a lot from that process. And I think that is the biggest takeaway, because the kind of entrepreneurial skills I learned from that e-commerce venture have been so helpful to run my blogging business.
All right, sir. But tell me, how did you get the brands on board? That I'm yet not understanding.
Brands actually started approaching me very quickly, right? Because when I started my blog, word of mouth publicity really helped me in getting the views. And that time Facebook was there. So I would write a blog post and post on my personal Facebook. So my friends would read it. My friends would probably share it if they found it interesting. And that's how my following kept growing. Also, first movers advantage, right? This was a moment where like, ye pagal kya kar rahi hai? Like, oh, is she crazy? Like, what is she doing? But that is she crazy? What is she doing? Do you know how many views that gets you on your blog? Because people are so curious, so inquisitive.
There's a very big food blogger who's just joined us, and he's one of the biggest foodies in India. His name is Kunal Vijayakar. Kunal.
Hi, Kunal.
He's a great friend as well. But yeah, so you're saying that you wrote the blog, and then after that your friends saw it, and it was word of mouth publicity.
Yeah, so friends, and then friends of friends, and then so I reached other age groups through my parents, through my cousins, through my brother. My brother's friend ran a digital media agency, and he used to handle some incredible brands. My brother posted about my blog. The friend of my brother saw it on his Facebook, went on my blog, loved what I was doing. He handled Giorgio Armani fragrances, and because they were an international brand, they were aware of bloggers and what they do, and they immediately got in touch. And that was one of my very first brand. It was not paid at all, but it was definitely one of my first collaborations. It was so damn exciting that this thing that I've started from my bedroom, and I can like now just sit in the house and collaborate with this massive global brand. So that was just that was an insane feeling, very encouraging feeling as well.
This is crazy, yeah. Giorgio Armani as your first brand must have been something really cool, yeah. So I did the same. I tried the same thing. Okay, I tell my sister saying, please post about the work that I'm doing. Please post about these videos and all of that. And then she posts. But now the problem with my sister's friends is, all of them have blocked me. So the problem is this: that none of them ever pass on the message. In your case, your brother's friends got back to you and connecting you to Giorgio Armani. So this is the only problem with me, but I'm very inspired. I'm going to try again. Word of mouth publicity is the way to go, correct? word of mouth publicity is what.
Yeah, definitely. And especially this was in an age, it's just like, a lot of people keep asking me, and I can see some questions here as well. A lot of people ask that, what can you do in the current age? I'm telling you guys what I did at that point when we didn't have Instagram. Social media consisted of just Facebook, right? So I used Facebook. At that time, there was not that much digital marketing, digital media. So I used offline media, which is word of mouth. Like, you have to understand what you have available at your fingertips and use that.
And these days we have Instagram and Facebook available at our fingertips.
TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat.
Listen, if I went on TikTok, TikTok would crash for multiple reasons. But but okay, let me take you to the last part.
Guys, should we all challenge RS to do a TikTok challenge? Who's with me?
Don't. Okay, people are praising you for saying just that. Please don't listen to her. Okay, now moving forward to 21 questions was the last segment, but we don't do 21 questions because you're the first guest who did not raise her eyebrows when I said 21 questions. It was a 21-day lockdown in India, yeah? So, so we had made a few questions in rapid fire. So you have to answer honestly.
Okay, done. I'm ready. I'm scared, but ready.
If you had one thing that you could change about yourself, what would that be?
Less fear, more confidence.
But you're very confident.
Thank you.
Yeah, seriously. I'm not joking. Yeah, there's no better fear. What is this fear in regards to? Just sorry, going off topic. What is the fear in regards?
No, definitely right. I just feel like being in the public eye. Definitely, there's lots of fear in terms of putting yourself out there.
Now you're a celebrity. You have to do this. Masoom, come on. And so that is. So that is something that I'm just saying. I think you just said out of modesty. Okay, now tell me if there is one quality that you could take from a superhero, which would that one quality be?
I think reading people's minds.
Listen, you can't borrow my super quality.
But what am I thinking about right now?
You're like, when will this interview end? When? God help me, save me, please save me now.
No, you're wrong.
Okay, is it? How is this guy? How is this guy continuing to do lives after 22 days since he started?
No, it's more like now I know why he's like this, because he's doing lives continuously.
Yay! I'll take that as a praise. But moving on, what is your favorite Gujarati food to eat? I have to ask you, I amended the question a little bit, but what's your favorite Gujarati food to eat?
Oh my god, too many, guys. I think thepla just has my heart. Like when I'm traveling, I just think thepla is like that mandatory Guju meal you just need. And you know, when you open your packet of thepla on an international flight, oh, the looks you get, the stares you get.
This is yet another Gujarati. No, and the other thing that we get accused is, when we talk to each other, yeah. So when we talk to each other, usually we talk in Gujarati only, because we know Gujarati. Correct. So I do this all the time with my folks. We talk in Gujarati and there's nothing to be ashamed about. Now, most of the people in international flights, when they see Gujaratis, they're like, oh my God, those are Gujaratis. Of course, if we're talking in Gujaratis and eating thepla, we're Gujaratis only, I'm proud to be Gujarati, right?
Let's reframe that from talking to
yelling. I'm a very proud Gujarati. Okay, but anyways, second last question I'll ask you. Okay, second last question. If there is one thing that you would change about your husband, what would it be? And remember, you are stuck in quarantine with him, so be careful.
One thing I could change about him.
Now, don't say nothing.
I really want him to spend lesser time on Instagram.
He spends more time on Instagram than you?
And he's literally like, he's on my profile for most of the time, like analyzing my content. Like, I'm just like, no, please. I know he doesn't even have his own account.
How cute, yeah. Is he watching this live?
No. No, he doesn't watch my lives. He's
Oh, he
very
doesn't.
selective about which parts of Instagram he likes. Lives is not one of his fancies.
Achha, okay. Otherwise, I just thought that he checked the person whom you're going live with and said, "No, this one I'll skip. The next one we'll do, Masoom." The next one, when Vogue calls you, that time I'll pay attention. What is this IIMUN? I have no idea. But okay, but the last question, okay, because you're on the platform, and therefore this is a very important question. It's $1 million question. Every guest gets this question, and very few are able to answer it correctly. This will test your IQ and will also give you 1 million Zimbabwean dollars. So if you answer correctly, we will transfer 1 million Zimbabwean dollars to your bank account.
Okay, done.
The question is, coming up, which is your favorite platform to address young people? Two options.
IIMUN!
Yay! Okay. This is super duper super. So are we seeing you at IIMUN very soon again?
Yes, very, very, very soon.
Very
We have to make that. I think we've been planning a lot of stuff for a while. We've got to make it happen.
I know. And now, before you go, these people have been very sweet and they've heard me yap for such a long time. Can you take one question from all of them?
Of course.
Okay, cool. It's a slightly serious question. How do you build a personal brand identity on your blog?
Okay. I'm gonna actually list down like a little bit of an exercise to make this happen. You list down your characteristics within your personality and your identity. So let's say, for example, let's make this person, okay? So if I'm listing mine down, I would write positive, energetic, experimental, fun, for example. Now, when I'm creating content for my blog, I will try to make my content as personal and as unique to me. I will try to make sure these characteristics also reflect in all the content I'm creating. So I don't want to give some sort of a lecture, but this is a very easy exercise. It's something I do myself to make sure that my brand blog represents me completely, wholly and solely, because right now there's a sea of content creators, there's a sea of influencers and bloggers, and how do you differentiate yourself is by being you. How you're being you in your normal life, but how can you be yourself on the internet through your content? Do this exercise.
Wow, this is sick. I'm gonna try following that. And your last
Fast.
question, because you're in Antwerp, we had to ask you, which is your favorite chocolate?
Okay, so this is gonna be very annoying because this chocolate is not easily available. But it's literally like, it's a chocolate you get in the supermarket here, in like one of the most basic supermarkets, and it is incredible. Like, you're giving me dreams about it right now. It's amazing. It's just very basic slabs. And I love the one with hazelnut. Oh my god, love it.
Listen, this is so unfair. This is so unfair. I shouldn't have taken the glass.
Yeah, but I think that's my favorite. Even Milka. I love Milka also.
The easily available ones. Milka.
And Dairy Milk, yeah. Like, Dairy Milk is just...
Anybody from Dairy Milk Marketing watching this, please sponsor us on the next episode of Kuch To Karo.
And my next blog post.
And when you come back from Antwerp, you're getting us chocolate. You're getting us chocolate with hazelnut.
Done, absolutely.
For sure, pakka.
And a pair of new track pants. Okay,
fine.
listen, I'm gonna wait for your pictures to come in, okay?
No. A pair of new track pants is something that is necessary.
Your mom's calling you.
Yeah. How did you know? Listen, now you've got a mind reading trick.
Because moms, you know, they always pass by in the live and somewhere, and they'll be like, can you do this now?
I know.
Oh, how much time will you take?
I'm on a live, Mom. I'm on a live. I'm with like India's biggest fashion blogger.
No.
Anyhow, it's been a pleasure. Listen, you are super. You're super chill. You're super fun. And all of this is also because you're an HRite. So one HRite to another. We hope to see you very, very soon, Masoom. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful
Thank you so much
sport.
for having me. Lots of love. Bye and see you soon.
Bye, take care.
Bye.
Bye, see you.
Bye,
Bye.
see you.
Great. Hello, guys.